This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Curryvolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. On the last log, we were in the Great Plateau, and then I just went, no, the depths, and then we just kind of stuck around the depths for a bit. We finished things off there for now, I think. Maybe not. I don't remember. And I think I got a few quests around this here stable we're at. So for this log, we're gonna maybe do some of those. I'm gonna just run this machine and maybe run people over by accident. Let's not do that. That's not good. Oh yeah, we got batteries last log. So yeah, I think we ended off on getting more battery power, and then it was just kind of wherever from there. So I think I came back here because it was closest to the Great Plateau area. And then I was like, okay, let's do these quests here. I hope you're not a Yiga. You're not a Yiga. You actually have a name. So you were, in fact, not a Yiga. Yeah, blonde hair. You got it. Oh, okay. Alright, let's do it. Also, it is raining. Okay. Wait, I'm... Alright, well, anyways, up here it looks like... Oh. Oh, no, we can still... Oh, well. They passed out, but it's okay. We can still save them. Ow. No, get out of here. I'm gonna beat you up with your own three-pronged horn. Ya silly. Oh yeah, I could use the Master Sword. Hey, how's it go? I'm not here to... I don't want... okay, well... He'll just sit there dazed. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like that entire cutscene talking to that woman wasted time that we could have been using to save that guy. Not at all. It was... Hello, traveler. I noticed that you were walking, and also I was about to run you over by accident, so I didn't want to do that. So I got off my... Okay, whatever. Anywho's... Get out of the way. No, get out. What? Okay, he's indestructible. Got it. Do not use this as a way of judging my driving skills. Because I could actually drive pretty well, I'd like to say. In real life. This is not real life. This is... Not even using tilt controls for this. I'm not even doing this the Mario Kart way I like to do it. Okay, well, I definitely attracted evil to me, which is fine. Because I want to kill evil. I mainly just want to kill pigs. But, if anything from my youth has taught me, all pigs are evil. Except Wilbur. And Babe. And Gordy. And... Well, I never watched that show/movie, that one pig from that barnyard thing that the Jimmy Neutron people made. And... Abner. Okay, so there's a lot of good pigs out there. But most of the pigs I dealt with in games in my youth were evil. Sometimes they were coma. I don't know what that meant in that context, to be quite honest. I know what the word coma means, like, that's like that's a panel of a Japanese comic. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Go, the vehicle. Okay, it stops. Did it despawn and stop, or did it stop? It just stopped. Okay, good. Okay. But we had, like, the moblins. We had the evil coma pigs. We had Pigma. I never played Star Fox 64, so that one probably shouldn't apply. Okay, well, no, I have played Star Fox 64. I just think it's really obtuse and hasn't aged well, so I don't like playing it. But I also didn't grow up with it, so there's a difference there. Where? Oh yeah, there was in the first Ape Escape, in the minigame, Galaxy Monkey. There's these piggy bank enemies that you can. What? I'm charging? What? I guess because it's the Zonite bow? That's interesting. Good to know. But those are enemies too. The piggy bank alien things in the minigame in Ape Escape 1. I think I've named more good pigs than bad pigs, actually. I mean, just because you have an army of pigs doesn't mean all pigs are bad, because most of the pigs you remember that are good are named, and I definitely thought of a lot of named pigs. Actually, pigs are pretty cool. Tepig! I mean, that's not a pig from my youth. That's a pig from I'm graduating college. But I love Tepig. Tepig gets way too much hate. And I don't blame Tepig for it. I blame the monkey. Not the Ape Escape monkeys. The other monkey. Don't worry about it. So who is this person we're not supposed to be attracting attention to? Because I feel like we have definitely blown their cover by this point if we were trying not to attract attention to them. So what? Yeah, hi. Yeah, what's up? Like, there's still some bokoblins over there. Okay. I have concerns. We sure she isn't a Yiga? 'Cause she might be. Pass me, no. No, it'll never work. I mean, she's cute and all, but she's an Yiga, and she's gonna... Oh, okay, no, that's not... I was more worried I was gonna take the car wolf, to be honest, and try to drive it up this wall, but... You know, the sad thing is right now is that I'm looking at it, and I feel like it actually might have been doable. Maybe not all the way up, but at least a good chunk of the way. Puppy barking in the background. Say hello to Puppy, everyone. Well, he's gonna be 12 this year, but he's still a puppy in my heart. And other Puppy, who's going to be 8 this year, is resting very nicely in my room right now and not making a fuss. But he might, if other Puppy gets too riled up. I love both of them very much, and I am very sad when they do naughty things, because then I have to scold them, and I don't like doing that, but you gotta set boundaries. Well, the car's still there? You know? Okay, okay. Is that a good landing? No. Are we gonna make this? Oh, yeah, I mean, almost, like, didn't, but okay, that worked. Yes? I am... Okay, I am very I think she's a Yiga. I think she's part of the Yiga clan. I think the car just spawned too. Sadness. Oh well. We can always go rebuild that one. The parts for that are right there. Hi, yeah, how did you... Yeah, I don't trust this. I don't trust this. This is looking pretty sus. I mean, you came up with a name and everything. You fooled me for sure. Yeah, okay. Yep, yeah, oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. You were pretty nice. You came up with a name and everything. And I mean, like... I was starting to fall for it. Also, you were apparently multiple people. That's probably not actually the case, but still. Anywho's, thanks, Sidon. Whoa, Tulin! Whoa, Tulin! Going crazy there. I appreciate it, though, bud. Thank you. Alright, you're doing your best, Tulin, right now. I'm sorry. These guys are just being a bit of butts. And I probably shouldn't be using the bouncy thing, because that's going to send them flying backwards. We're here to beat them all up at this point, not send them flying and run away. Okay, so I know what I'm trying to do right here. I'm trying to see if I can do a counter, because if you get them right when they're teleporting on top of you, you can usually get a good counter if you do a backflip, but not the case right now. I mean, I keep just whiffing it like that, then yeah, it's not going to be good at all. Hi, I have a bow. Yeah, you take that. I thought that's an excite bike for a second. No, it's Eightfold Blade, which is like a sight bike. Oh, yeah! See, this is the cool thing about having a boomerang and then fusing it, is that then you get the properties of the boomerang with the power of the weapon. So, boomerangs are so underutilized in this game. They're such a cool weapon type, and I'm kind of sad that they don't do more puzzles with them, because you can do... Oh, well, I mean, if it despawns like that, then that's a problem. I could see the reason why not to now. I'm not super curious if Rolera has any, Hey, Pen! Oh, I'm scouting the sky. I was trying to get a bottle of this when I heard this woman trying to lure people away, and then I heard a voice, so I swooped down. Someone, one of you unearthed. Was that the woman who was wearing was actually member of the Yiga clan? She disguised herself as a villager, so she was trying to lure the princess. Oh my goodness gracious, that's crazy, partner. I'm glad to write the headline, Junior Poor falls to the cruel blade of the Yiga pursuit and truth. You know, we've chased out 5 stories now. Your investigation on the Taka look Lucky Loaves Gazette. Turns out paper's going really well thanks to this. So Tracy was going on and on about the praises, so I had this to your nest egg, partner. Alright, so long. Pen's a great guy. Well, that sure happened, didn't it, Link? Oh, hey, we did keep it. Yay! Okay, I'm super curious. I'm actually looking this up right now. I'm just going over food right now, as it looks like. Okay, well, I mean, I kind of get it. This is raw. Okay, well, I don't... Oh, well, first off, I typed that wrong, so never mind. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm not going to trust that source I have right now. I was going on to DeepL, and DeepL is not... DeepL's great for, in a pinch, if you're unsure of something, but it's not the best dictionary for Nihongo. Oh, hey, Addison, what are you doing here? I'm gonna build you a thing. Also, the car oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we still kept the car. Holy cow. Yeah, well, that thing kind of sucks. I'm gonna build you a better thing. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I see. You have a little thing in the middle. Hey there. Do you sell anything? No. You don't. I just know. Alright, so can we put... Excuse me. Can we put... Excuse me. Can we put... one of these right in... Don't worry about it. It's all gonna work out somehow. I'm actually very curious as to what the heck I'm doing here. Okay, so will that go into the little spoke that he has? It tried to. Let's try to put it through first, see if that actually... Well, oh, no, let's not. Let's just keep doing this. This is clearly the way. Alrighty. Oh, there goes a bloopy. Okay, yeah, it can go through. But that doesn't help much, does it? Oh, boy. Okay, well, what next? Well, if I put this right here, that should be just fine. It's made of stone. It's not gonna move. It's perfect. I parked my car. So back to the thing I was looking up. Raleda could be her name, or they could have been changing it so that it uses typical English onomatopoeia, typical English pronunciation. So then it would have been Ralira. And according to Deeple, Ralira is like brokenhearted, disappointed. Which, I mean, that kind of fits with the quest and everything, but still a bit far-fetched. For those of you who can look it up better than I can right now, let me know. Like, because I'm very curious if that was an intentional name choice that they picked for that particular NPC for the quest. I want to give it one more try over on Jisho, but if I don't find anything there, then I'm going to give up on it for now. We're gonna try to bust this wall down. This is gonna be a fun time, I am sure. Yeah, G shows everything for Rodeba. Yeah, and Radira just gave me back a name, so there's probably some kind of pun there, and I just don't know what it is because I'm not smart enough yet. Unlucky. I want to break the rock... Did I actually successfully break the rock salt into more rock salt? That's funny. I know I stopped using the bombs because we don't have so many of those, and Addison I don't think gave us a bomb? Maybe he did, actually, and I was not paying attention. What's the point of the game commentary if I'm not paying attention? Oops. I mean, I think that boat does help a little bit with the charge it does, so... Oh, and this is the Master Sword I'm using. Good call, good call. Oh no, it's the Horribs. The Horribs. I don't think that sounds like a really word. Blah 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 blah. It sounds like a terrible word to say, so I'm gonna stop saying it. They're the cave blends. They got the pineapple heads, the pineapple horns. They are the pineapple horned moblins that live in caves and are horrible. No other better name to call them that. Nope. None whatsoever. None that's definitely in my compendium right now and I can go look up. They're just the pineapple horned moblins that live in caves and are horrible. I hear a Bublefrog. Bublefrogs are apparently German now. Thank you, Sidon. Oh, we got the puppy wolves again. Everyone, say hello to Max. He is the eldest puppy. He means well, but he is very protective of his territory, which is why he gets spooked when he hears something from the outside, and thus needs to comment on it with his woofs. Okay, it's badly damaged. It keeps damaging it anyways. Hello. No, hey. You stop that. Give me your snowflake. I'm watching a friend start playing through this for the very first time, and they were very confused by when the booble exploded and turned into a snowflake. I mean, if you've been watching along on this playthrough, you know why. Like, I mean, come on. Between you and me, you know why. To which is, I actually don't know why they explode into a snowflake, but it's for a side quest thing, so that's the main reason why wow, that did nothing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I hear the shrine music, so I know this is something we need to do. So I guess we're just gonna break a bunch of rock hammers. And Sidon's gonna stare at me, judging me. Tulin's gonna try to help and then realize that he can't and go back into his orb. Back into his live streaming service. Got a ruby! Yay! What exactly are you doing? Don't you hear the music, Sidon? No, we're in a cave. What are you talking about? We're gonna get to it, Sidon. We're gonna get to it. Shoot. Okay, do we have... We have... a spear. That's a start. And we have, a rock sledge. There we go. And there's a stone. But I think that made an axe. And that's not the kind of... Well, maybe it didn't? We'll find out. Keep going down the hole I made. Yeah, that is an axe. I am too stubborn to give it up. Oh. No. It's okay. It's okay. The younger of the two puppies has now entered the fray. This is Ollie. I think I've shown pictures of him on another previous Let's Play. He stays with me in my room. And due to the nature of this particular series, I'm not cutting out their barking, which is why you hear them more often. So I'm just petting him right now to calm him down a little bit. Because he's upset because he knows his big brother heard something, and then a door opened, and now he heard it, and now he's wondering about it, but... Everything's okay. Everything's okay, isn't it, little guy? Yeah. everything's okay. Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, no. Do you want to say hello to everyone? They're gonna hear you. They're gonna hear you in like a week or so when this video goes on the YouTube. I don't think that a sun's going to work the way I think it's going to. But what if I climbed on the serpent dragon things or just on top of the egg? No. Survey still says no. I don't know. Why am I... Just do the shrine! Yeah, you can't even... No, because... Just do the shrine. Dude. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why. I don't know why we need to do all that nonsense. I bet I could ascend here! But why we need to do that? We don't need to do that. Alignment of the circles in the Kyokugon Shrine. This can move in a circle. Oh, it's this one. I think I had to look this one up. Or maybe I figured it out. Let's see. Is past me smarts? So far, can't judge. We haven't done anything yet. Now, all shrines do give a hint of what you need to do in the title of the challenge, but it's up to the player to decipher the riddle. And if the player's not good at that, then oops. I say this as someone who got stuck on A Link to the Past for a month because I couldn't find the pixel that was different in the... It's not the Lost Woods. It's whatever that like area is before the first Palace of Darkness in the Dark World. You go with this monkey, and you have to follow him to the temple, and like there's this one patch that has a hole in it, but it's sideways instead of frontways like the rest of the patches were. So me, being the smart 13-year-old I was at the time, didn't actually understand what I needed to do there, and a friend had to help me figure it out because I didn't realize that the pixels looked different. So, basically what I'm saying is, my problem-solving skills have gotten somewhat better, but not entirely better. You will hate the way I play RPGs. Is it just get a bunch of stats and max them out as much as possible and win? Yes. But where's the challenge in that, you may ask? I just want to see high number. I don't care. I mean, I did a little bit, like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, I tried to beat at level 50. Which I did pretty good on. I think I eventually got to level 60 by the end of it because some of the super bosses were just too... Except the one that was in the OG game that's a stupid pushover. Like, they were comedically a pushover in the original game, but with the stuff that Final Mix gives you for tools, they're even more of a pushover. And you may be saying, I thought that boss was kind of hard, and you know what? That's fair. That's totally fair. I didn't think that. But also, my first year of college, I ran to people who were playing the base game, and they were fighting that boss, and I was like, here's how you do it. I didn't beat it, because I was a bit rusty, but I got pretty far, and they immediately went, wait, there's a block button in this game? And I was like, oh, well, there's your problem. I found it for you. I say, having played Kingdom Hearts 3 alongside a friend where they are more strategic than I am, and I've been more mash attack. It works. Those are fun games. The plot's absolutely ridiculously bonkers, and you either are 100% okay with that and take it seriously, or 100% not okay with that and enjoy the hilarious train wreck that it is. I'm on the latter of that, but they're still fun to play. Alright, past me, have you figured it out yet? Like, you actually had a glimpse of it, and I will be fair, the hints of how to solve this isn't the most obvious, mainly because of what they want you to use. And if you're going off previous interactions with what they want you to use as the hint, you wouldn't think that that would be the hint. So I can understand why I may have not understood how to do this one. But I'm not going to tell you yet, because Past Me hasn't figured it out yet. We don't solve these until Past Me figures it out. And if you haven't solved this one yourself yet, well, first, the Master Power Sword's been the Master. I was saying the Pastor's Sword. The Past. Yeah! In the name of Jesus! Ah! No. The Master Sword's power has been restored. And also, if you haven't done this one yet, I don't want to spoil it for you until Past Me figures it out. But I will explain my reasoning for why I'm saying that Past Me wouldn't have figured this out immediately based on previous knowledge. Because you wouldn't think to apply it here. And also will make you paranoid about every other shrine you've seen in the game so far. And I don't like that. So there's a thing here, a thing there. We're going to be at this shrine for a while, aren't we? Okay, is this the pause I'm looking it up spot? I think this is the pause I'm looking it up spot. Alrighty, right. Well, we're on log 44. Have been enjoying the journey so far. Hope you've been having fun. I'm very curious, how many of you are watching these that have actually been in the game so far? How many of you are watching as you're either playing along or haven't played this game at all? I'm very curious because there's like different expectations going in, because if you've never played this before, you might also be like, I don't understand how this works. But if you have played this before, you're like, I absolutely know how this works. And I think that's kind of the interesting dichotomy about me doing this particular commentary, is that we're seeing the raw footage of me not knowing how it works, while I'm commentating knowing how it works. So we're kind of getting the like both sides of the coin for that kind of playthrough, in a way. So I hope it's kind of been interesting in that regard. I know I've gone on plenty of bizarre and odd tangents, but I have fun with that. And so, here is what we need to do. All of those rings on top line up with one of the holes on the floor. Now, those rings are on the ceiling of other shrines, and they don't mean anything. So the reason why, when I initially panned up the camera and saw them up there, I dismissed them, is because in previous shrines, they didn't mean anything. So why would they mean something now? But they do, and that's the solution. But it does make you paranoid thinking, okay, did they mean something else in previous shrines? Did they mean something else so much that the video had a little hiccup there? Because, like, it makes sense when you put those layers on top of each other, but it's just one of those things where it's just kind of like, okay, I wouldn't have understood that. If this is, like, the very first shrine I did, and then I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But then every other shrine going after that, I'd be like, okay, but that means something, right? So this is kind of interesting shrine to put right here, because it's just far enough in the game where that solution you could still think is viable if you haven't done enough shrines yet. But it's also far enough that if you've done many shrines before this, you're probably just going, that means nothing. And then later it's like, oh, actually, no, it means something. It's still a more clever puzzle than the Phantom Hourglass puzzle. Alright, Phantom Hourglass puzzle spoilers here. If you haven't played Phantom Hourglass, mute for the next, 2 minutes. In Phantom Hourglass, the first DS Zelda game, which is a pretty decent game. I think Spirit Tracks is superior to it by far, but it's a pretty decent game in its own right. There is a puzzle that you need to perform in order to figure out a map. Now, the game purposely puts this map on the top screen. And then on the bottom screen is like, hey, there's your sea chart. And you're just like, okay, interesting, what do I need to do here? And it's like, you need to play around this map to get it onto your sea chart. And you're like, okay. The Phantom Hourglass is a touch-only game, so you use the stylus for everything. So there are no buttons that you can use to interact with the upper screen, and obviously the upper screen doesn't have the touchscreen on it. So what do you do to interact with this map? Well, if you thought, I need to close my DS so that it goes on top of itself so it can then print out the top screen onto the bottom screen, you'd be right. And I will forever think that puzzle was absolutely stupid. It's super clever, don't get me wrong, but the hints they give you is not really good enough to indicate that you need to do that. And most DS games, when you close them, they go into sleep mode. So, by proxy of that, if you are closing it, that means you are effectively turning the game off for a little bit. So, why would you think, oh, that's right, close the DS while the game's on? That's the right thing to do. Someone died here. Thank you for your service. Also, there's a moat! Let's get the moat! So back to Phantom Hourglass, just a tiny bit longer. That whole thing has messed me up ever since. Phantom Hourglass is not the Zelda game I dislike, but that one puzzle is probably my most disliked puzzle in the entire Zelda franchise. Because it's something that goes against conventions of how your freaking system works. Again, it's super clever, but it is just like, okay, well, rip people who are playing that game on their 2DS. Because you can't close a 2DS. Okay. Okay. I drained the moat and a creepy statue is there. That's nice. I don't like that. I'd prefer if we didn't do that. Okay. I thought that, until it rendered in a little bit, I thought that was water, and I thought the Bokoblin was walking in water. It's gonna be like, Bokoblin Jesus. Man, 2 Christianity references in this video already. I don't worship any religion, just so you know. I was raised in a certain religion, but I don't worship anything. I just find it funny that I've made 2 references now. Okay, what are we doing with the shields? Oh, okay. I thought I put the stick on there, and I was gonna be like, don't do that. That's stupid. Oh, wow, I have 2 of those exact same models now. Yay! I think. Alright, so we're back to the Great Plateau. Remember when we were going to explore here? What do you mean this doesn't trap? That should trap. I know this'll trap. the thing I'm about to bring out? Yeah! Get out of here. Stupid tree. Making all the other good trees look bad. I hate you. I'm gonna spit on you. Unless it revives you somehow, in which case then I won't do that. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, you know, boomerang point blank only works sometimes. It's like cookies. They are a sometimes food. They are not an every time food, I say, having cookies every day. After a decent meal that has some dairy and some fruits and vitamin C, I do need to eat better. But all the really tasty, healthy food is the more expensive food. Who designed this system? Jerks? Well, actually, yes. But that's besides the point right now. Oh, another guy with oh, he's got the bouncy stick. All right, let's do it. Let's joust. Ow. Hey. That's not part of the joust. We don't do that move. I can't do that move, so it's not fair. Also, we're not riding horses, so it's also not really a proper joust, but still. Also, I'd be amazed if someone did that in a single run in a joust. Just held it out and just went as their horse runs by. Is this something you can do in Age of Calamity now that I think about it? I should play Age of Calamity again. I mean, the nice thing about Age of Calamity compared to the first Hyrule Warriors is that you can actually complete it. There's too much in the original Hyrule Warriors. Just way too much. Okay, so I'm at the Temple of Time. How's it going? Hello. Can I get heart container from you? Oh. Okay, apparently oh, so were you ever got a statue to begin with? Okay. Well, we have reason to stay on the Great Plateau for right now, it looks like. Okay. Well, I like rewards. Let's do it, gang. I don't know. That thing's a heathen. It's trying to pretend to be the goddess when it's okay, Sidon. It's okay. I got this. Tool, you're not saying much. That's because it's hard for KP to do my voice, so he doesn't do it that often. Sidon's easier for him to do. That makes a lot of sense, Tool, and thanks for speaking up about it. I'm doing on my friend's channels, Taisa the Gamer, who you should go subscribe to. We do the Ace Attorney games, and so I do a lot of voices for those, but because my voice range is not completely baritone, I do a lot of female characters as well. So I have to do that upper range, but man, that can strain your voice doing it too long. Which is a bit unfortunate, because I really like playing Susato Mikatoba. But I also like playing Tobias Gregson. You know, head of Scotland, y'all know that. So I have fun with those. But it does wane on you. That's also why these logs have taken forever to be done, because they're very long, and talking for a long period of time is hard on my voice. So you'd think it wouldn't be at this point. I've been doing videos for nearly 10 years now, but... or over 10, if you're part of that particular club that knows. But no, my throat just gets naturally dry. I think it has to do with the fact of... Wasn't there an eye I was supposed to throw in here? Kind of forgot that part, didn't you, bud? Also, yeah, get out of here. Get back into the cold earth that you came from. No, go away. I don't like you guys. I don't even want your arms. They're bad. You're bad. But no, my mouth, at least from how my dentist tells me, is that I produce a lot of extra moisture in my mouth, and because of that, that's probably my throat gets so dry, because I'm constantly getting it moistured from my, well, it's from saliva technically, but I'm not spitting it, so I'm fine. But that's probably drying out my throat quicker. And I also tend to be recording a lot of these during either A, peak allergies time for me, which is also not good for my throat, or B, in the winter, which, you know, is when it's a bit drier out, air-wise. Maybe I just need to move to a different climate. I say, knowing that from the week I spent in Japan, that I was, like, absolutely... Well, I wasn't completely, but, man... Let's go Japan July, I said with my friend who wanted to go with. This'll be fine. She, who grew up in a South American country. Yeah, I'll be fine. Me, a pasty white moron. Oh, this was a mistake. Okay, so we're gonna try to get... Yeah, there's an eye you needed to get, dumb butt. You need to throw it down here, and now you're down here. What are you gonna do about that? You're gonna have to get back up on the surface. Apparently I've also been to this area before. Oh, this is the Grey Abandoned Central Mine. Oh my gosh. This is where we fought Koga. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. Yeah, it's just right there, you know? It's just... Bet you weren't expecting that. Also, this is a bad shrine to go back to, because that's the one under the cavern, and we can't descend from there. I make smart decisions, like going to Japan in July. You live in the northern states, you're pasty white, and you don't go outdoors a lot. Yeah, let's go to a more, not necessarily tropical, but a more heated climate area in the middle of the summer. Let's not ascend here, because I think I will die. Yeah. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Yeah, maybe don't ascend through the bog. Again, I make all the right decisions. I learn, hopefully, but they are definitely not the... So now it's something smart thing, which is there's a shrine that's clearly there that I could just use. No, let's try to find the spot where the bog isn't there, because I'm stubborn. Well, maybe this'll work? That's no, okay. Well, I mean, there's ground like just 2 feet away. Funny if I try to do that. Like, it's shallow bog, that'll be fine, right? And then I instantly drown. Okay. So we are here to find eyes. Also, the chasms there. Is that an eye? That looks like... You need to reach your friend? Well, I need to use this boulder? It's just a boulder. Where's your friend? Tell me, and I may punch you in their direction. I ain't going that way right now. Have fun. Alright, where is the eye I need? Oh, that looks like an eye. In fact, it even has a little pupil in it. That's probably it. Let's send it down the hole. So this is actually funny. So remember how I brought up a few vlogs ago about like what would happen if we tried to go up through the depths? Which I don't think is possible with the battery. Based on what my assumption is that when you go down to the depths, there is a loading zone between the two different maps. So that eye I just threw down there, it actually doesn't fall down. It gets to a certain point where you can no longer see it, and then it just automatically spawns here in the depths now. I think that's how the game does it. Because, again, I don't think it's expecting you to be able to get back up to the depths, so why bother trying to connect the two maps? That would just be more stress on the system. So we need to bring it to the great abandoned central mine, which apparently is below the Temple of Time that they built in the future pasts. I guess the past future. Either works, I suppose. But that does make me really curious. For those who actually kind of know the more technical aspects of this game, am I right on that assumption that the depths is considered like a separate loading zone? Or is this all just one big continuous map? Because I feel like it isn't. The sky and the land are probably pretty closely connected. I think there's probably some loading zone between the two, but not as much of one compared to the land and the depths. But I know with the sky and the land, it can load it incrementally based on where you're located, because it doesn't have to load the entire map everywhere. It's not Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So it knows, like, if you're descending from the sky, it can load in the right spots it needs you to see, even if you can't see them clearly initially. But with the depth, since everything is a specific chasm you go through, it just makes sense that this would be a separate loading zone completely. Bomb. So that when you drop an eye down one of the holes, it's not so much that the eye fell, it's that the game registered that you put the eye in the hole and knows that next time you load the game, should you not be done with this, the eye needs to spawn in the depths now. I could be wrong on that. I don't know. Game programming is so fascinating, but I'm also bad at math, so... Again, just kudos to everyone who worked on this game. Kudos to everyone who worked on a lot of the amazing games that came out in 2023, by the way. There were a lot of them. I didn't play all of them. I didn't care to play all of them, but I know there were quite a few that were amazing and had a lot of great team efforts going to them. And it's a shame that we had someone in layoffs last year, too, because that's not cool. Let people get what they're due. And I'm trying to recall now, when we get to the credits, I'm going to call Nintendo out on it. If they just have a playtest section, and it just says NOA playtesters, instead of actually listing the names of the people who worked at NOA to test this game. Because, man, that's just like, oh, it's a team, they did it. And it's like, no, like, come on. If Ubisoft can do it with their 13-hour-long credits, you can do it too, Nintendo. Give people credit for what they've done. Like, game testing seems like an easy job. Like, oh, I play video games all day. No, it's like, you need to purposely keep doing the same repeated action over and over and over again to make sure you're getting the exact concise results. And especially with huge games like this, you're not going to find everything. That's why they're the stupid day one patches, because people are still finding things up until the game launches, and people still find things after the game launches, like the whole duplication glitch. That got patched out because people found it. There might have been some tester that found that out too, but it's one person against most people saying, "How no, this is fine," and it's just like, you're not going to know that until it becomes widespread. Like, there's so much work that goes into stuff like this. And it's so hilarious for the game, like the quote-unquote mainstream game industry, to try to be like Hollywood, when it's like, no, don't be like Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't even acknowledge their VFX artists enough as it is. Be better than them. No, I want to be like Hollywood. Why? Acknowledge everyone that gives your amazing project its lights, its tone, its craft. It's just, sorry. There's one of the root tangents I've talked about before. And there's an eye. He has 4. We'll have to go find them. But we'll have to do that on the next log. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't have to, you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. Pick up Tears of the Kingdom if you haven't already. Fantastic game, and give everyone you know who worked on it your love and support because they did a, well, gosh dang banger of a job. And most importantly, give yourselves a pat on the back because I hope you'll have a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, let's go stare at the eyes. And then, ciao.